Hey everyone, my name is REDRUP. This is the It's Not a Phase podcast, and on this episode I'm joined by vocalist Rachel Rigby and guitarist Dave Connolly of the band False Reality. We discuss their new debut album Faded Intentions, working with producer Steve Sears, signing with Hassle Records, the UK hardcore community, pints, and loads more. Before we jump into all of that, if you enjoy this podcast and you'd like to support it, there's a few ways that you can do that. You can hit subscribe or follow wherever you're checking this out, and that way you also don't miss out on anything new that I put out. You can leave a review or a comment. You can give the podcast a follow on social media. You can join the mailing list if you'd like email updates. There's a Patreon and a web store if you want to go one step further. And I've also just set up a Discord server, so it'd be really great to see you over there as part of that community. To make things super easy, I've shoved links to everything that I've just mentioned in the description of this episode, or you can head to itsnotaphase.co.uk. And now, with all of that out of the way, here's my chat with Rachel and Dave of False Reality. What's up everybody? Thank you for joining me on this episode of the It's Not a Phase podcast, where I'm joined by Rachel and Dave of False Reality. How are you both doing today, guys?
Good.
All good. Sweet.
Excited to be on this, so thank you.
Yeah, I'm excited to have you on because this debut album Fading Intentions, which comes out November 14th via Hassle for everyone. I've had the chance to hear it. It kicks ass. How are you guys feeling about getting it out there and having other people listen to what you've been cooking?
Scared. It's we were saying the other day how it came around really quick, and it just seems very weird that it's come around so quick, and it's a really exciting time. I mean, we had a lot of fun writing this album, also a lot of stress, also a lot of tears, and it's just really exciting to finally be pushing it out there and letting people hear the whole thing. We've been sort of sprinkling singles every now and then to give people a taster of how the album is going to be, but not completely letting everyone know what the album's going to be. So it's been fun and it's exciting.
Yeah, well, there's plenty of singles already out there at the moment, kind of showcasing what this album is about without kind of revealing your hand, so to speak. And I guess like with a full length debut album, like this is going to be an opportunity for there's going to be a lot of brand new, fresh eyes and ears on False Reality and what you're all about. So I guess like just for kind of newcomers to your world, like how did False Reality start? Because I think I've seen that you guys started in is it the end of 2021, start of 2022, kind of that time?
Yeah, it was the very end of 2021. Like me and Dave, for example, we've known each other now for about 10-15 years, and we met through hardcore and going to shows, and then I started putting on hardcore shows in London, and then after a while I was like, well, the only thing I've not done is do a band, and I just thought it sounded fun at the time.
Is it still fun, mate?
We're going back to the blood, sweat. No, I'm joking. I was like, oh, that'll be fun. So just asked the guys if they wanted to do a little fun project, and we did, and it just caught a trajectory that we weren't planning or expecting, which we're really grateful for, and we're having the best time with it. So yeah, it's just really fun how it's happened and how it's naturally progressed, and how it's sort of snowballed. And I feel like we've all started to really find our own little sound. We've got our own recipe for our music, I feel. We don't just totally streamline down down one genre. We take influences from all parts of our personalities. Like we all got into hardcore through different types of alternative music, and I think that's really helped us. I mean, we all bonded through hardcore, but we found our collective sound and work so well together by using parts of our own history, like what influenced us to bring us to this point. So it's turned into a really good recipe for false reality.
So you mentioned then, like, you prior to the band, you put on your own local hardcore shows as a promoter. Do you think that kind of helped you in terms of, kind of getting the band started because you kind of know how that side of the world works, or any kind of contacts that came from that and stuff like that? Did that help at all, do you think?
I had a conversation with someone yesterday about this, and it was it did help slightly. I mean, it doing the promotion side of it gave me a lot of confidence in the sense of meeting new people and understanding needs of bands and what's needed to be able to put on a good performance, and expectations, and also promotion and advertising and stuff. Try and get the word out there, especially in a DIY space. And but I'd say the band side of it really opened up my eyes to a lot of other things that I didn't really realize. And just how much hard work goes into it. And but also it's really helped me with my own personal confidence as well. So I think through the promotion side, I got confidence of meeting new people, and then through being on stage and performing, that really helped with my own personal confidence. So yeah.
Yeah, I guess you get to see like both sides of the coin then, like what the band side of doing a show and the promoter side of putting a show on. So you kind of got both worlds in your scope, I guess.
Yeah, and if I didn't do the whole promotion thing and get to meet as many people as I did through it, I would be going into a lot of these shows being like, oh, that's a new person, or but now it's like, oh, I get to play shows and I'm like, oh, sweet, we get to play with my friends this weekend. So
Yeah,
it's nice. Yeah, it's a small world.
yeah. I think Dave, you've been like, well, you're in a part of a few other bands as well as False Reality.
Yeah.
Um, so how do you kind of go about, kind of, I guess, balancing your time and the needs of like each project, and kind of compartmentalizing, like when you write for each of those projects, like how do you decide, oh, this kind of can go for False Reality, this can go for this other thing that I'm working on?
That's basically that. When I'm sat down writing, it's usually down to what's priority. So
Right.
when we was doing the album, that was absolutely sort of like number one. We didn't work on anything else until that was done. And then as soon as that the writing was finished on that, and we're working on the promotional side, it leaves me time to work on the other bands that I'm in. I think it wasn't long after the False Reality album was finished, we started recording the next one, and then all this week I've just been getting things ready so they can do some recording when I'm away on tour at the weekend. But yeah, it's busy, very
The
busy.
grind never stops.
That's it. It really don't.
So do you ever get like, I don't know, like writer's block then? Because I guess if you're just kind of constantly like making music, is there ever a point where you're kind of like, I'm all riffed out right now? Like,
Ah, not really. Not
no.
really. I mean, there's times where I'll sit there and I'm writing and I think, "Do you know what, this ain't up to par." But
Right.
there's never been any time I've picked up a guitar and not be able to come up with something. But even when, I was having to go through a whole stack of uh, songs to try and find some stems on an old computer. And there was a whole bunch of songs that were written, I guess, last year for the album. And I was sat there thinking, why didn't I put them in? They were awesome. So yeah, there's a whole load of new material ready to go.
Yeah, you got like a vault of stuff you forgot about by accident.
Exactly that. I mean, I
Yeah,
was listening to things, thinking, where did this come from? Why has it got this name? And
yeah.
yeah,
It's kind of like when you accidentally find that £10 note that you didn't know you
oh
had in your
yeah,
pocket. It's like that.
striking gold.
Definitely, definitely. Well, I saw you guys when you played at Ghostfest a few months back, and I recall you saying on stage, Rachel, that you just finished recording the album at that point. So when did the kind of process of creating the album begin, and when did you guys head into the studio?
I mean, it was probably supposed to start about a year ago.
Yeah.
Um, uh, but when it actually started, I think that's a different story. Um, we just got really busy. And yeah, we probably started, what was it, like March? Did we start in March?
I remember it being cold. Did
Yeah.
we do something at the end of last year with Cranium?
Yeah, we wrote 2 songs.
Yeah, that was like the start of the recording, and then because
Yeah.
we had to stagger it because we were just so busy, we couldn't go in and just do everything. And then it was like another tour come. I was like, all right, we can hold
Yeah.
off for a little bit. And but at, at some point when it was cold, that's all I remember.
That's most of the year in the UK, though, isn't it?
Yeah,
So,
before the 3 days of sunshine happened.
yeah.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, we uh our writing style was quite rushed this time around, but I think it really helped, and I really think it put a rocket up our butts.
Mm.
And I think because of the pressure of how quickly we wanted to turn it around, I think it with our personalities, we're all quite cheeky, and we were like, oh, we're in such a rush. How about we start experimenting with this? Like, just whatever takes the longest to do, we'll try and do it and just cram it in there. But I think it really paid off, and yeah, I think it's sick personally. Like, I don't want to blow our own trumpets, but I'm really proud of it, and I like pat on our backs really, for how we managed to get something done that we're all super proud of. At the very least, if other people hate it, that's fine. Like, we're happy with it, and that's all that matters. So
That's the main
it's
thing.
fine. That's the main thing. We're fine. So yeah, it's all good. But yeah, so yeah, we definitely took our time getting around to actually getting it sorted, but I think it worked out all right.
So do you wish you had then, because from what you said there, like you did have a bit of like a time crunch, but not enough, so you couldn't kind of dabble with things a bit. Do you wish you did have more time, or do you think I guess, the pressure of a deadline in a way kind of force you to not go a bit too wild with things?
Oh no, we went wild and we dabbled. Yeah, we,
Oh yeah.
yeah, we made the time. Yeah, and even to the point of when we got into the recording studio and I was recording the vocal side of it. Uh, there wasn't supposed to be clean vocals on Mirror. It was just when we were in there, we were recording it, and we were like, that bit could do with something. And then we were just like, screw it. Should we just try this? So we just threw that in there, and then it turned out to be a really good idea, and we were really happy with it. Um, I'd been listening to a lot of Alice in Chains when I was driving to the studio to go record, so that sort of came into the head. So yeah, we were. So that was a funny surprise. So the writing process never actually really stopped.
Right.
It was like, even when we were recording, and like Dave came in on one of the days that I was doing the vocals, and just to throw over some more like twiddly like guitar bits. It never really stopped, and we were like, right, this is what we're doing. Now let's record it. It was, even while we were recording, we were still like, let's throw this on there. Let's throw this on there. How about this? And so yeah, it never stops.
I mean, Steve Sears was great for that.
He's
Sat
amazing.
there and he would say, you know, what about if we have a little dive bomb there or something, you know? And then as soon as you say that, you know, it would be like the ideas would start bouncing off each other. And then, like Rach says, and until we got the final mix back, that was like, okay,
Yeah.
now we've stopped.
Gotta stop
we've
now, yeah.
I think there was a point even when we were getting the mixes back, we were like,
Yes.
shall we just do it? And we were like, stop it. We were like, we like Steve. Let's carry on being able to work with him. Let's not wind him up too much.
Yeah.
So yeah, it never quite stopped. So I don't think we ever really know when to stop, to be honest. So, but that's never a bad thing.
No,
That's never a bad thing. We've all got the drive, so
it's better to have too many ideas than not enough. That's
Oh, definitely.
That's my thinking, yeah.
Yeah.
so true. Steve would probably disagree.
He must have been banging his head every time the email went or the WhatsApp message went, just gone, fuck, it's not again.
Yeah, I think there's a hole in his wall somewhere.
Yeah.
So was it Steve then that had to be like, okay, guys, we need to stop now because the album needs to kind of be signed off?
No, I mean, when that final mix come back,
Yeah.
it was, I mean, towards the last sort of like set of changes, it was straight up just, you know, this a bit louder or that a bit quieter kind of thing. It was particularly down to the mix rather than, or specifically down to the mix rather than anymore.
Exactly that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
We started to restrain ourselves.
Yeah.
Eventually.
Yeah.
Well, you worked with Steve in the past, didn't you, with the previous EP? Like, I take it you guys have got quite a good working relationship with him at this point to keep going back with him.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's just great. I mean, the same thing happened with our EP Path of Self-Destruct as what happened with this album. When we did Path of Self-Destruct, I would, like, speaking for myself, I would go in there and I'd be like, I've got an idea for this bit. I'll speak with Steve about it when I get in there and see what we can do. And before I'd even said anything, he's just like, I've got this idea. And it was the same thing. And I was just like, yes, this is what I like. Like, we've got the same brain of how we can hear it and what should happen on it. And he's just got such a good vision as well, because then he'd come up with other suggestions like that I didn't even think of, and it just worked so well. And he did the same thing on this album in regards to like the clean singing on Mirror, also the clean singing on Sonder. He was helping me with some of the harmonies on there, on like pitching them, and then I would have to like repeat after him, and he just made it sound so much bigger and brighter than what I had in my head. And he done loads of like twiddly bits in the background with like the intro of Snake Eyes, and he just really goes all out, and he has such a good vision, and it really meshes well with what we are, who we are, what our sound is. He's just got it. He's just so good to work with.
Yeah. He's worked on like loads of great records and with loads of great bands as well. So like, you know, I think he worked on the last two Gallows records as well, which are both fantastic. So
when he did the Prowler album, I remember hearing that, and I literally went into the group chat with guys that I'm in other bands with, just sort of like a mate thing. And as I've gone in there to say, did you guys hear that fucking guitar sound? Everyone's already fucking raving about it. So when we went to record, I said, I want that sound, do that. And
Yeah.
he's like, I got you.
And
Yeah.
that guitar, I was giving myself a refresher on some of the songs today, in prep for tour this week, and like that guitar tone at the very end of Frozen. Oh, I love it. It's so good.
Yeah, we was sat there like he pulled up a couple of things and we was having a discussion because I tracked all the guitars at home
Yeah.
Right.
and then I sent him the DIs and then what we did was we had, I think it was 1 or 2 days in his studio where it was like if I'd messed up on something or he had an idea for this, that, and the other, which involved writing a few solos a couple of times. But when we was having that discussion about a guitar tone, it was like very quick. It was like, I've got this for you. Have a listen. What do you think? Yeah, that's it. We
Yeah.
don't need to do any more. You got it, mate.
Yeah.
She's on like the same wavelength for like everything that
Oh,
you're on, like you say,
absolutely, yeah.
vocal harmonies and guitar tone and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's basically part of us at this point because he's just got the exact same mindset and he's got the same he just sees music the same as we do, which is really nice.
Mm.
Yeah, definitely. That makes things so much easier, doesn't it? Like instead of kind of like struggle through like trying to explain your idea, like this is what I want.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Well, you mentioned the Path of Self-Destruct EP, which obviously got, quite a bit of attention for you guys. Did that bring any pressure with it when trying to make this record?
Not really. I mean, the only thing I kept in mind when I was writing was okay. There's where the bar's set, but because it's something to build off of there. I mean, a lot of that was written quite quickly. I mean, I think was it Opposites React and Comeback were written the week before we went into record. It was I had one song and I cut it in half. And then I was like, "You guys good with this?" It's like, "Yeah, okay."
I literally wrote the lyrics for Opposites React at the microphone.
Oh,
Yeah,
really? Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that was what was it? I think we'd gone in there and I was like, oh, okay, so we're recording this many songs, and then they were like, no, it's like I thought it was like 11. They were like, no, it's 12, and I was like, what? And then I got swiftly reminded about this other song, and I was like, shit. So I was like, right, give me 5 minutes. And I was like, having to scribble down bars. And then, yeah, that turned out to be my favorite one, to be honest, on Path of Self-Destruct. And yeah, that one got us quite a bit of quite a lot of opportunities, which was really surprising because, again, I mean, we just started this band as like a fun project.
play lots of shows. Oh, that's what I remember
Yeah.
saying that to you. Like, are we going to be playing lots of shows? I'm in.
Yeah.
Like, and then all of a sudden, it's like, okay, we're playing all the shows.
Yeah. And we were just, and it's just like, oh, are you free this weekend? Nah. How about this weekend? Nah. How about this weekend? No. All right, midweek? Yeah, can't do that either. So yeah, it got really busy, and yeah, I personally I felt there was pressure on my side, at least, to write better stuff than what's on Path of Self-Destruct, because I was just like, oh, if people enjoyed that much, how the hell are we going to top that? So yeah, it was a lot of pressure, I felt, but Dave's a wizard on the guitar, so he was
Checks
like,
in the
easy.
post, mate.
That's fine.
You got Dave and Steve, you're sorted.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, man. I mean, Joe does a lot of writing as well on
Does he?
on the new one. Yeah, I think he put what four or five songs in.
Yeah, I think didn't Joe write Mirror?
Yeah,
Yeah, Joe wrote Mirror and Sonder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cranium,
Mhm.
and I know I'm forgetting one else.
Yeah.
The trouble is because we've been working off of working titles for so long,
Yeah.
I've forgotten the real names of them now.
Yeah, we'll be on stage and then I'm like, oh, this is next. And he's like, which one's that? I'm like, Stella.
Yeah. They're literally all the working titles was named after beers and
Oh, was
drinks.
it?
Yeah.
and Morley's chicken
Morley's,
shop.
yeah. Morley's Magnums,
Morley's Magnums.
Stella, Pall
Yeah.
Mall, Tobacco.
Yeah.
Should have just kept the working titles instead.
Yeah.
Why change it?
It sounded like an afters.
Yeah.
Oh dear. It'd be like pint glass, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Bless him.
Yeah. Well, you mentioned earlier, that these, I guess at heart you are like a hardcore band, but there are definitely influences and sounds that come into your songs. And to me, it seems more noticeable on this album than it has before. Like you mentioned Sonder before, there's kind of like I guess, a shoegazy influence on there. And then obviously there's thrash influences like littered throughout the record as well.
Mm.
And obviously on the intro, and then I think in Cranium, you shout UK hardcore. So, you're getting the hardcore representation in there. What inspires you both personally when it comes to making new music in False Reality?
The thing about that, especially with UK hardcore bands, probably across the world, is you can have any sort of like genre mixed in with it. It's not very specific. It is more of a community rather than, an exact sound. I mean, you're gonna have like your subgenres that are, only chung chung, like the slam beatdown and things like that. That will be exactly that. But sort of like the more broader sort of hardcore bands, you can take from anything, you know. So I didn't really sort of, think, oh, it's got to sound like this. It has to be here or there, We were very lucky with, I mean, I love sort of what we all do, love the thrash and shoegaze and grunge, and these are all things that was like, oh, we could do a bit like this, or I'll tell you what would suit that section. There's a bit of that, and always solos, like
Yeah, yeah, there are quite a few in there. Yeah.
yeah, I
We'll
will
get
go
like a
through with
Motley
it.
Crue solo. That's influenced by too many drives home late at night after a show. We're just like, oh, just whack some Motley Crue on,
Yeah.
whack some White Snake on. Yeah, I think. I mean, what influences me is old New York hardcore and uh, like 2000s Kerrang music, basically. With writing lyrics, I don't think I've actually told anyone this, but in most of our songs, there's like a little Easter egg in most of them, referencing like an early 2000s pop culture reference. Or just a pop culture reference. So yeah, we've all got our own personalities and just throwing it in.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Just for it all and melting pot, and that's kind of what we get, I guess.
Yeah, exactly. We've got our own little
Pretty
recipe
much, yeah.
for it.
Yeah, yeah. Well, you signed as well to Hassel Records towards the end of last year, I think. How's it been working with them as a label? Like, what's that been like?
They're awesome.
Yeah, they are so great.
They're a proper independent record label. So DIY orientated. Their passion and heart's in the right place. They've got their morals in the right place. We had been chatting with them for quite some time before we signed with them, and we got a focus on like who they are and what they're about, and then they're just they're just so lovely, and they've done so much for us, and they're really there to support their artists. And yeah, we're really enjoying it, and we met them so organically. as well. It was done exactly how you would imagine it. We were just
Very old
playing.
school way, wouldn't it? You know, just
Yeah,
approach a band at a show and was like, yeah, that
Right.
we need to talk.
yeah. They Mies, who co-owns the label, he was there. He was we were supporting the Hell, and he was there to watch the Hell, and he saw us and he was like, we'll have a chat. And we were like, that is the most like textbook like way that you'd like imagine it happening, you know? So yeah, it was really organic, and they're just the nicest guys, and yeah, they support DIY through and through. So yeah. It was the right fit. It was the right fit to go with them.
Yeah, it sounds really, like you say, old school, like, from like films and stuff. Like you'll have like
Yeah.
an A&R guy
Exactly.
goes, I want to sign you guys. Like,
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it was so weird because it was Joel. Mies came up to Joel and he said, all Joel told us. Well, yeah, it was. Someone said that they worked for a label and they wanted to talk with us and all that. And in my head, I just thought, oh, okay, like thinking about putting a split out or something like that. And then we got the details and was like, oh, fucking hell. this, this, this is big boy business, right? And it's like even now, whenever we see Mies and Wiz, they come out of shows regularly, and as soon as we see them, it's big hugs and pints. It's like they're having a laugh. How you getting on? What you doing? It's always how can we help you? Is what can we
yeah,
do to help? I couldn't rate them higher enough. They're just amazing people.
yeah.
Yeah.
I guess you just get like sometimes the horror stories of labels where they like want to get overly involved in obviously you're making your music and just being a band in general. Whereas it sounds like to you guys, not only the kind of more DIY leaning, but also kind of just leave you to your devices because they signed you because they like you, so just
But
keep being you.
they make a point of
Exactly.
it as well, like with the recording, the touring coming up. Like we had a deadline with them, and we was like, it's just we've got this tour coming up, and they just said, wait until the songs are ready. Don't be rushing anything. You guys just do what you got to do. We're here to support you, and they really have been.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, they fully encourage us to do things our way, and they encourage us to ask for what we need. So like, if we need more time to do something, they'll do that, and they just support us every way possible, and that's all we could ask for. um and they're just we've created such a good friendship with them too, because yeah, they're just the nicest guys, and you can't fault them at all, and
yeah,
we're really happy and lucky to be working with them.
yeah. Well, I also wanted to talk about the choice of album cover. So, you come from like a simple and clean kind of band promo shoot, but like the band name's not on there, the album name is not on there. Can you talk to me about that, like the choice behind going that direction for the album cover?
There's like multiple reasons that we went with it. So the image is us in front of the blue screen, so it's like we're in a studio having a photo shoot, but then behind that is the actual reality. We're outside, we're in London, we're on the streets in London, and it was a very good juxtaposition of what of the clean aesthetic of uh, looking like we're in a studio to the roughness and the industrial setting of the London skyline behind us, and it it connects to what you think the reality is. So, are we there? Or are we? It's opening up your eyes to the reality of what we're really doing, and that theme sort of goes throughout the album, and there's a lot of themes of misplaced trust and discovering someone's true intentions, and unmasking fakeness, and then that goes into our band name, False Reality and Faded Intention. So yeah, it worked out really well. With the whole image, we just thought it looked a lot cleaner, and it was nice to have that image have its moment. And also, it's kind of nice it not looking like your typical hardcore album.
Yeah.
It's got a certain vibe to it that I personally haven't seen before. So it's nice to make it look like something it's not, because again, it goes with the whole theme of the album and our name and the album title. So yeah, it doesn't look like a hardcore album, and then there we are shouting our lungs out, ripping it up. So so yeah, there's so many different so many of the same theme running through so many different components of the album.
Yeah, I think like you've got album covers nowadays, like you need to kind of have something that stands out, especially if you're kind of within a specific area of music. Like even if you look at like Turnstiles Glow On, like that album cover sticks out in that area as well.
Yeah,
Um,
exactly.
and yeah, just like I think if you did have like the band name on there or the album name on there, that might be like, kind of too much going on. Whereas like your focus is obviously you guys as people on the front cover and the surroundings behind the blue backdrop, like you say.
Yeah, it almost looks like what you would normally see on the back of a CD rather than on the front.
Yeah.
So I kind of liked that.
Just another juxtaposition for you guys.
Yeah.
So you guys are about to go on tour, like a few shows across the UK. I think you've got a few headline dates along with some shows with CKY. How are you feeling about that?
Yeah, we're excited.
Yeah, good. Yeah. I mean, every time we get on tour, like, I mean, for me, I forget who was asking us the other day, but it was saying, like, you not get your nights out in the pub. And it's like every day we're touring, every day we're playing, that's us socializing, you know what I mean? So,
Yeah.
like, that's what I'm really looking forward to is because I mean, day-to-day business is it's all responsibilities, and that you get on tour, that's it. You cut loose, get on the
Yeah.
cans, play some fucking shows.
And I think that one of the beautiful things about hardcore is you meet people and you make friends with people all over. So like it's such a small community when you really like it seems like a big community, but it's not. Everyone knows each other. The degrees of separation really, really, really slim down
Mm.
when it comes to hardcore. And so it's nice when you go on tour because you always end up bumping into friends, and it's nice because with our day-to-day jobs and our regular 9 to 5s, you don't always get the time to be like, right, I'm gonna travel up to Newcastle and go see my friends this weekend, because you're knackered from your Monday to Friday. So by the time the weekend, you just like, I just want to sit on the sofa.
Yeah.
So it's nice because you get to play music with some of your best friends. You get to go around and travel, and you get to see your friends that you don't get to see all that often. So yeah, that you still get your socializing in there. Like Dave said, it's really fun, and the more the merrier.
Socializing, music, and pints. That's what it sounds like to me.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And you've got the album release show as well on the 14th. That must be really exciting to kind of, have something to celebrate, like an event to celebrate the album coming out.
Yeah, we've got two.
Okay.
We've got one in Kingston on the 14th, and then we're playing in Boom Leeds on the 15th. Um, Boom has been one of our favourite venues to play throughout the entire time that we've been a band. And I've been going to Boom since I was, I think I was like 23. And it really sucked and really cut us up when the original Boom got shut down. And I've got a bit of the original stage on my wall at home, and I miss it so much. So it means a lot that we get to celebrate this chapter of us being a band at the new venue and get to support that, and just get to see all of our mates in Leeds too. So, yeah, really excited. And yeah, got to support DIY venues where you can, because they're dropping like flies and it sucks. So
yeah,
got to support them as much as you can when you can.
Definitely. Well, what else have you guys got planned for what's left of 2025 and 2026? What's in the pipeline?
I think, we've got the release shows, and then early next year or the first sort of quarter, we're looking at getting a tour maybe sorted out.
Yeah.
It's in the very early stages right now. But yeah, writing as well.
Right, okay.
Yeah. Am playing a Christmas show in Birmingham?
That was it.
Yeah, and that'll be really fun. Yeah, so writing, touring, playing more shows, beers.
The usual.
Yeah, the usual, actually.
Yeah.
Not much has changed.
Sounds exciting to me. Well, guys, thank you so much for coming on and chatting to me about the band, the album, pints, all the good stuff. Before I let you go and enjoy the rest of your day and also the tour that's coming up, any final words, anything you want to say or plug? Floor's yours.
No, thank you so much for having us. I don't know, Rach, you got anything to say?
No, just thank you for having us. We've had the best time, and we're really excited to be on this podcast and support DIY venues.
Absolutely. Thanks again, guys. I'll let you go, and hopefully I'll catch you next time you guys are around my neck of the woods in Manchester, and we can get some pints there then.
100%. You let us know.
Yeah.
Speak to you soon.
Good luck, man.
And that's it. Thanks so much for tuning in to It's Not a Phase. If you enjoyed this episode, then don't forget to hit subscribe so you don't miss out on any future episodes. Leave a thumbs up if you're watching on YouTube. Follow the podcast on social media, and maybe even join the Patreon or grab some merch from the store. You can find everything that you need at itsnotaphase.co.uk. That's itsnotaphase.co.uk. Thanks again. Hopefully catch you on the next one. And remember, it's not a phase, it's a lifestyle.